Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here. Welcome to my Scraptember Day 20 prompt of stickers. And I first want to tell you that I'm using this amazing purple paper and all these gorgeous purple supplies that I got from one of my awesome, generous subbies. And you know who you are. I thank you so much. I'm just dying to break into all of it, and I don't know that I'll get to everything today, but I couldn't resist these little frames. I had never seen these, and they're amazing. And I've opened up the rub-ons, so we'll see where we go with those. I'm working with this sketch today by Lisa Sikorsky of Scrap-A-Sketch, and I think it's number 80-something, 89, maybe 83. I forget the number. I just downloaded the photo, and I didn't download the comment that told me which. It's last Friday's sketch. And as you can see, it's alternating light, dark rows, look, a square in the middle. I've cut mine 8 inches, and I've got 8 1-inch pieces of them. And I'm going to use this background paper that has the swirlies on it. And the reason I went with 8 inches instead of 9 is because I want a lot of it to show. It's the reverse of, oh my God, look at that paper. Anyway, it's the reverse of that packaging. And so it's kind of a bonus. And I'm going to go ahead. I have 2 different photos of Ava. They're not exactly, the flowers in here are not exactly purple. These azaleas are hot pink, and these hibiscus are pale pink with a hot pink center, and her bathing suit is kind of a hot pink. So I'm going to add in a little bit of hot pink with this purple and some green, because there's a lot of green in the photo. So we'll see where all that ends up. Now, I'm going to just lay the paper down and I'm not going to distress the paper, and I'm not going to stitch anything. I think the texture that's in the paper is enough to form the contrast that I want. And I'm wondering if I want them as orderly as Lisa has them in the sketch. As I lay them out here, I'm thinking that lining them up, let's look at both. We'll look at the lined up version. I love kind of that monochrome look that's developed here. And I didn't try to put these are 2 sides of the same sheet of paper. I kind of like the wonky. Let's embrace the wonky. So that makes it a lot easier to kind of put down. I'm going to put the first one here and tilt it a little bit up. Next one there. I want to be sure that I have that I don't end up everything loaded, top loaded, I guess is what I'm going for. So I'm going to leave some spaces in here where the background shows, just to kind of get the spacing right. And in some cases, I will overlap. And in other cases, I will not. And I have there, for those of you who are familiar with 49 and Market, they don't do stickers. I suppose you can make stickers out of any of the die cuts, the ephemera, the laser cut stuff. But so you're probably wondering how I'm using this for a prompt about using stickers. I'm going to put this away because I don't think we need it. I'm going to stack the two photos and I'm going to embellish all crazy like Lisa never does. Like Lisa's sketches allow me to do because they don't specify anything else. Okay, what I'm working with here are several different Pinkfresh collections. This is Lovely Blooms, this is Garden Bouquet. Garden Bouquet is, and this is Garden Bouquet. This is a collection, I don't know if you knew this, but this is a collection without any pattern paper. It's all embellishments. So you're free to use it with 49 and Market. I have this set of titles. I really like the Dream or Hello because they're green, or Joy. Today isn't appropriate because these photos were taken years apart and years ago. So we'll see. There's some hot pink stuff in these puffies that I might sneak into a cluster, but we'll see. These I'm calling stickers because they are, even though they're chipboard frames, they are definitely stickers. These I really love. I like this Enjoy Today, and I like all of the florals. I may do some splattering to kind of blend everything in together. I watched Laura Sormani's video this morning, and I just love how many different layers of splatters she uses on things. Okay, so let's see how we're gonna stack these up. The frames are, I'm gonna put the one where she was younger up at the top. So the frames are just a little bit smaller than the photo, and that was by design. And then I have a small strip. The pink paper is from a collection, a Pink Paislee collection called Soiree. There, let me see if I can get this glued on there, and then I think I'm gonna put some foam on the, gosh, I pulled it off. So let's do this, and I'm gonna put it down. Let's see if on the sketch it stays within the bounds. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna kind of have it a little bit over there. Let's see, I've got this, and I'm going to leave the top and bottom open in case I need to stack something or add some embellishments. We shall see. Now, let me see where I want to put this. I want to put it so that it's obvious it's not intended to fully frame the photo. Okay, there we go. And I like that that's peeking out. I wish it were tilted a bit, so I'm gonna change it. There, okay. Now, let's do this, except I'm gonna put the green on the other side. I don't know if you can tell, but this paper is this kind of pretty hot pink color, and there are lime green polka dots on it. I get the angle right, and then I put the glue, and then everything moves around, and I have to change it anyway. And then this one, the frame is going to be a little bit tricky because the see, I didn't get that right. I put the photo too far over on the, because she's in the photo, she's off to the side, so I'm going to have to kind of put the frame. Oh, that's kind of okay. I can put it like that. So let me get this here. So move it down a little bit so it's as far from the bottom strip as this is from the top. Now we'll go for this again. And I'm not quite sure how many other colors I want to bring in. I'm kind of on a mission to prove to myself and others that purple is a color that can, now Pinkfresh understands this because there's a lot of purple, and Vicky Bouton's purples are gorgeous, and so are Paige Evans. So it's not that it's totally overlooked or ignored in crafting. It's just a lot of crafters kind of don't know much what to do with it. And okay, I think I'm gonna be okay with that, like that. I hated to overwork that. I have this strip which is pink, and it's the exact pink of these flowers, which now I wish I had down here, because I don't really want to put this up at the top, although I could. Let me get a strip to go behind that. I'm going to use a narrow strip, and actually, I'm going to use a row of 2 narrow strips. Is this really coming up that way? Okay. And with the narrow strip, that lets me kind of distress the top and bottom edges of it to give it a little more dimension and texture. And I'm going to kind of place it here Okay, is that really where I want to place it? Let me just kind of dry fit it there for a minute. And let's go look at, here is a little frame sticker that has pink and lavender. And so I'm going to let that kind of be an anchor for some embellishing. And what I want to do is find a pink flower. Actually, here is another pink frame that could maybe go like so, with a little piece of foam to kind of and I'll do it like that, and then I can kind of do this like so. And I want to do it when I use my stickers today. I'm going to try and use them in a little bit different way so that the focus kind of is on the beauty of the sticker, kind of the art in the sticker. So I definitely want them not to be stuck flat to the page, and I want there to be some dimension there. And I've got this little tiny, actually, let me use, there's this one that has some colors in it that are similar to these colors. So I maybe want to add that as a little enhancement there. I like this orange. I don't necessarily want the words, but I might try to find a place for that. There is another floral. The Garden Bouquet florals are stunning. And I thought I might put this one down here, but I'd like a base for it. So I'm seeing another pink frame here, and it has the word together on it, which isn't you know, anything I want to use. And what I'm seeing is I'm building up this pale pink color. So I'm kind of liking that up here more. This will be the third place I've used that. So let me do this right here. Actually, I don't want it that far down. I'm gonna kind of slightly I'll do this, do it that way, and then here I'm gonna need a little bit of foam in a couple places. I've got it resting on the frame, and even when it's in my album, I don't want it to collapse and be flat on the background. So I'll put that there, and another one right here. And you know I'm going to use some of these inside those frames. These are Pinkfresh, and they absolutely are gorgeous. Okay, there. And I've got this little lavender piece that kind of, I'm going to use it down here just as an element, almost like you would use an enamel dot. Now, let's see. I saw something. I've got, I haven't opened this package. I like the Love This banner, but I want some dimension on it when I tuck it under the photo. So I'm going to put the foam at the part that I want lifted up, which is the part that's not being tucked under, if that makes any sense. So this is kind of not, so I've got that there, and I'm looking now for a small something that would go nicely with that. And I tell you where I'm going to look now. Let's look at these gorgeous butterflies. I like, let's see, which butterfly? I want them fairly small. I like this one maybe to go in this upper cluster, and then an opened one to go down below, kind of. Do I want it right there? I think I more want it. Let's see if there is something. There's a button that's kind of cute, and a bow. Let's see if the ribbon looks good right there, maybe right there. And kind of like it's tied a little bit off kilter. And I'm going to get a kind of one of these purple buttons, and I'll pop it up a little bit. This will bring the darker purple in, and I guess I can use some of this, and I don't want to put it where the holes are, because I don't want it to, the white to show through. I want it to look like, I want you to be able to see the holes. So I'm going to kind of do that right there. Okay, now I don't want to do a matching thing, but I want to have something similar. I definitely want a bow on the upper photo. Let's see. There's a pink word, sweet. And back in the day, Ava was a sweetheart. And not to say she isn't now, but she's really developing a distinctive personality. And when she doesn't feel compelled to be sweet, she pretty much, you know, says it like it is. and which she can be sweet. She is usually very sweet to me. And this was taken by our pool in Jackson, where we had a whole line of these along a fence. And when they bloomed, they were just amazing. You can see how big those flowers were. And this was that was at our previous home, the one we lived in before this one. And then this one was taken at the park near this house. Okay, before I forget about it, let me pull. I had no idea when I started this that the light pink was going to be the color that I accented this lavender with, but I do like it. And these stickers are from Lovely Blooms. They're puffy phrases. Okay, and if I do this down here, and kind of overlap that way, then this can go kind of where it is. Okay with that. And I'm going to put it kind of in line with this word sweet, and kind of going that way. Okay, now I've got spaces back there, so there are some I thought that might look kind of cool, but actually I think I'm going to go for the darker purple one, and I'm going to cut it down so that I just have a little bit kind of stuck in there as an accent. And then that can these can kind of curl up. Okay, and this could go maybe as a that's not going any further under because that's where the adhesive is. So that's not going to go there. I'll just save this for another page. And now let's look and see. I was wondering if I could use any of this. Look, before I go much farther, I need to do a little something here with a bow. And where did my bows go? Here we go. The ribbons. I'll do a darker one. And I'll put it here. And I'll maybe just put a button right there, and maybe I'll pick one of the heart-shaped ones. But to add that pink color under there, I'll take this label sticker and kind of put it under, and then I will put this on foam. Let me get this back in my glue. I love these little braided pieces, but I guess I can't use the whole collection on the first page. I try that, you know, and I'm sure that doesn't surprise any of you. Let's go here so that kind of overlaps the frame, and then we have that light pink. So it's the same colors are around there, the dark purple, the ribbon, the pink, and so forth, but it's just slightly different actual elements. Let's see if there's anything else. Now here is kind of a purplish hot pink. I like this green that says lovely afternoon, and it kind of adds that green in. And this was a lovely afternoon. I'm gonna put a little foam because I want it to stick up. And did I put my, here it is. I knew I had a strip of it somewhere. And I have an idea of mixing those beautiful purple jewels with some kind of coppery looking, and I'm getting the coppery idea from here. And I have coppery sequins. That's not straight, and I'm gonna have to turn the page upside down or on its side to get it straight. Okay. And then, let's see, I like this arrow. I wonder if I could use it here. Maybe, did that move? I guess it's the whole strip that moved. I could kind of slide it under there. Let me put some foam behind it. Ava's favorite color used to be purple, and she called it purper. So if we bought her anything purper for a gift, she said, look, Ma got me a purper shirt. And this was one of her purper shirts. Okay, come on, stay put. Quit moving. I'm gonna glue you down. Okay, I like that. And then there is a kind of periwinkle sticker that says good things ahead, and I like that because although she went through some very, very bad things, she's getting the good things now. She's doing, and I thought I'd add that there, but that may not be the best place for that. How about here? I'm going to have to kind of peel that up just a tiny bit to get this under there. I like that. And let's see if I can do something right around in here, even if it's not something that I need. Okay, there's this cute little heart. If I could find something with a, well, you know, I kind of liked, how about my overlapping hearts? I have a light pink one and a brighter pink one. So how about I put the bright pink one on the frame tilted that way, and the light pink one sort of off the frame. Well, let's see. If I do that right there, and then this right here, that should work. And a little bit of glue will help it work better. This light pink is really, when you put it down, more of a beige, but it's really that same color pink. It just, in the company of these other colors, kind of looks like that. Okay. There. Now, I'm ready. Let's see if I can, oh. I know what I was going to do with the rub-ons. The rub-ons contain some things that look like stitching, and I thought I would do those. If you remember, the original has kind of a frame and there's some journaling going on, but I've got embellishments here, and you know, I could probably use a floral right up here, or maybe even just right there. Is there anything that, how about I do this but cover up the words maybe? Okay, I like that. I like the addition of that flower there, but also the yellow color. And I'm fine with these things curling up. In fact, I kind of wanted that to happen. Okay, so here's the stitching. There's not a lot of it, and it's not real long, and that's actually perfect. I thought I might put something down in this corner and something up in that corner. So do I want stitching, or do I want some of these other textures? I'm going to go with the stitching, And I'm going to go with the darker. There are kind of 3 different levels of darkness. And I'll do the darkest one down here. And yes, you're seeing right, I am wearing a jacket. It was 60 degrees this morning as I left for my water aerobics class. And I figured the reason I went to water aerobics instead of just working out on my own, couple reasons. One is my neighborhood pool has now closed for the season. And the other was that I thought the water aerobics class would move inside since it was 60 degrees outside. They've been exercising in the outdoor pool, and it's too cold for me, even in the middle of summer. It's a huge pool, so the sun doesn't really heat it up all that much, and I can't take it. So I do the routine at my neighborhood pool, which is much smaller, and the sun heats it up to a point that's tolerable. And so, okay, so we've got that done. We're almost finished. I'm gonna do a few of these in my, ooh, they're different sizes. Oh my gosh, they're beautiful. So I'm gonna kind of put one right there. And one here and there. And let me see if I want, I think I'm going to do a big one. Normally with large enamel dots, I kind of tuck them in under things. So I like that. That works well. And then there is this little tiny one. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And I'm gonna have trouble. You know, I have somewhere one of those sticky pens. I usually don't think about it until I'm doing something like this. I'm gonna put this one right here at the juncture where that button overlaps that, the little banner. And then I'm gonna put this one over here with these hearts to kind of make it a trio of embellishments. Okay, and I'm going to put one here by the butterfly and arrow again to kind of make it a trio, a little bit of a design-ish thing there. And I think I liked that idea of putting one there. So let me get a large one. And my process is to pick it up, to wet my finger, pick it up with my finger, and then grab it with the tweezers. That's not the best process, I will tell you now. That's not a legitimate scrapbooking process. Okay, and I'll put a little tiny one there. And again, I've got it. I'll just have to kind of push it over to the area and push it in. Okay. And I think that's it for these little jewels. I will pour these back and I'll get a few of the Boho Chic sequins from, I'm gonna keep this handy on my desk because I know I'm gonna use those on a lot of things, and that makes me think I need to go hunt down my, see, I can, hunt down my, my sticky pen. It is on the other end of some other tool that I use. Is this it? I think it might be. Let's see if this works. Well, I tell you what, I'll try it in my next video. Let's see if it works for picking up sequins. Oh, okay, it does. So let's do this. I'm gonna do a sequin right there. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna say that I really like how that looks by itself there with just those two. So I might do a sequin grouping here. Let's see how that works. Oh my goodness. How cool is that? How have I not been using this all this time? You know what I used it for 100 years ago was, what did I use it for? I wasn't using sequins when I got it. I guess those little seed-like things. Let me put that down there. I guess it's kind of a battle, just like with tweezers, to make sure that that what you're holding it with doesn't hold on to it. And that happens way too often for me. Let me do one more coppery sequin kind of up in here. Right there. Okay, and my page is done, and I thank you to my wonderful subbie who sent me this gorgeous collection, apparently because she heard me say that my favorite color was purple, and because she heard me say that I found that not enough manufacturers do purple, so she got me some purple, and I really appreciate it, and I look forward to using it. Okay. And Lisa, thank you for the lovely sketch. And Pink Fresh, thank you for the stickers so I could meet the requirements of the prompt. And I thank you all for watching. Bye.